1, don't multitask.
Ding, ding.
2, take a break. Bango. 3, prioritize.
Establish routine.
Establish routine. 4, prioritize. 5
is do a daily brain dump.
Oh, what does that mean? Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Max and this is...
Katie Morton. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and I have a mental health channel on YouTube.
It means she's wicked smart. Typically when you have licensed smart friends, you hit them up for information on everyday problems that you're having.
That's true.
So I had a problem and it has to do with me being super scatterbrained.
True.
That's true.
That happened.
Oh, what's that, a butterfly? My problem is I have like anywhere between like 20 and 30 or 50 things that are constantly on my... Yeah, and I'll think of one thing and then I'll be interrupted by another thought and then that'll be interrupted by a third thought, and so I've never felt more scatterbrained than I am right now. My email inbox is over 12,000, not to brag.
He's super popular.
A lot of porn spam, a lot of Nigerian princes sending me. That's my main problem, and Katie's fucking smart at handling shit like that, so I asked her to help me out.
And I have 5 helpful tips on how to be less scatterbrained.
Just 5? I'm thinking of like 30 right now.
That's the problem. That actually leads us into number 1, which is stop multitasking, because clearly you're terrible at it.
Oh man. Yeah.
I think for a lot of us, especially because we are in front of screens a lot and everything is like boom, boom, boom. There's so many things that we could always do. It's hard to just sit back and work on one project. But I always encourage my clients, until you're up to the 90% mark of it being done, don't move on to other things.
Nice.
Like don't try another thing. But it will take some like training of your brain. And you force yourself to sit and like, we'll get into my other ones, I guess, which is like 30 minutes at a time to 45 minutes max, because that's all that our brain can actually focus on one task. More than that, it starts, oh, well, I'm bored, but now I want to play tennis. Well, I also should probably watch this TV show while I online shop for sneakers.
Were you watching me last night, or like what's going on here? So tip number 2, don't overdo it.
Yeah, like take breaks.
Take a break, even if you think you can keep working.
It just depends on your attention span. But 45 is the maximum. After 45 minutes, you aren't as efficient as you used to be. And you can't remember as well what you're reading, and you don't get as much done. And I know it's gonna feel like, oh, but I'm not doing as much, and I don't have time for these breaks. But you're actually doing yourself a disservice by pushing. Because then, in the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna be garbage. Like, it takes practice.
Usually I was like, oh, I worked for 20 minutes. Cool, I'll take a 4-day break.
You're gonna need it to be short, simple things. Like, oh, I'm just gonna look on Instagram 10 minutes or whatever. You know, or Snapchat.
Or Instagram stories.
Oh,
Heads up. Number 3.
Establish routines. I'll speak personally. The thing that works best for me is if I get up between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. I don't always want to, because I'm not a morning person. And then I always work out around noon. Setting my day up like that kind of sets up almost a regular schedule. Think of it like the boundaries, and then we're kind of putting stuff in as it works for us.
Big rocks first.
Exactly.
That's a thing.
That's how you fit the most in your jar.
Yeah. I heard that phrase a while ago, and I don't really remember what it means.
Oh.
I think what it means is if you have a bucket, you want to put the big rocks in first, and then you spring up the little rocks. Then like, why are you putting rocks in a bucket? Like,
that we don't know. You have to accomplish your big tasks first, because otherwise there's no room for all those little tasks.
Right. Tip number 4, move rocks.
In a bucket. Number 4 is prioritize. So
okay, go on.
So if we're not multitasking and we're gonna focus on one thing, then we need that one thing to be what's due most quickly. Prioritize. Okay, this one has to be done by this time. Okay, but this one has to be done tomorrow, so I gotta do this first. And that's what you focus on. You're gonna need to set deadlines for things, even if they don't have deadlines. Push comes to shove.
I like that though. You really have to make sure the important stuff gets done first.
Yeah.
1, don't multitask.
Ding, ding.
2,
Take
a break. Bango. 3, prioritize.
Establish routine.
Establish routine. 4, prioritize. 5
is do a daily brain dump.
Oh, what does that mean?
Something that Max told me is that he has all these ideas and things that are flowing around in his brain or flying out. Or, oh, I'd love to do a video about this. Oh my God, what a good idea. I'm so amazing. Is that how that works?
And pretty and smart and charming. You know, I mean, it's like whatever. It's just blah, 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 blah.
So do a daily brain dump.
And so what is
a document.
It's just every thought that I have?
It's just a list of what's going on. First thing in the morning, you want to go through your brain dump and see if there are things that need to be done and add it to your list. because otherwise we have too many things flying around.
I gotta look up my math teacher from the 3rd grade and see if she's still hot, you know what I mean?
But if you spend time dumping it, then you have a place to find it. Because the thing that sucks is if you have flight of ideas, that's what they call that when you're like, oh, so many things. If you don't write it down.
Is that me? That was your me? That's really good.
Like, oh, so many things. But yeah, so it gives you a place to find it, a way to add it to your list of to-dos and prioritize.
That's awesome. Then it's like, okay, I can still focus on my task, and I didn't lose this random thought. I just threw it in the brain bucket.
Yeah. You can call it a brain bucket.
And then you can focus on your thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. It gives you more brain space to actually focus, concentrate, you know, do all the things we talked about.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks a bunch.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Of course. Happy to help.
We did an awesome video over on Katie's channel. Make sure to go check that out. Link will be on her face or in the description below or both or whatever, but make sure to check it out. It's awesome.
And give this video a like if you like it.
Bingo. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you don't like the video, please subscribe. My name is MaxNoSleeves, and I'll see you next Tuesday.